with people that we have scheduled to speak today to inform you about some of what we've been doing here in the Ironbound and what the Grassroots environmental organization has been doing statewide in New Jersey. I'd like to introduce Gibbs, the resident of the Ironbound, strong fighter here for toxic waste, against toxic waste here in the Ironbound, lifelong resident, to welcome everybody on behalf of the committee. Jim.
I'm here from the Ironbound Committee. I'm here to welcome everybody. I'm a lifelong resident of the Ironbound. I was born in the same house I'm still living in. I went to church in St. Al's. I went to the Street School. So the Ironbound has been my home, my life. I didn't move away. I stayed. My family stayed. I stayed. So when my mother passed away, left the house for me, so I'm still here. And I have no intention of letting big companies push me around and push me out. So we've been fighting constantly. And we are not going to give up. We are not going to let them give up more than we have been polluted in the past. Now we know that we can do something about it. We know we can fight. We go to court. And we go by the books. So now we have the residents falling in behind us in great numbers, joining us, which we started out as a small group. We are now united with the Portuguese, with the Spanish, and with everyone in the Ironbound, which is almost 50,000 people. So more or less, we can't say we have 50,000. But we're going to try for 50,000 residents. We are not giving up. Thank you for being here. Glad to welcome you from England. It's nice to have people here that are, showing us the courtesy of coming all the way over here. And some of our own television and reporters don't. Thank you both for being here.
And now I'd like to introduce Jim Hilbert, who is our local expert, who's taught us a tremendous amount about dioxin and problems with garbage incinerators and about some of the other problems that we've been facing here. Jim is also a trustee of the New Jersey Grassroots Environmental Organization, of which the Ironbound Community Against Toxic Waste is a member, along with many other groups from across New Jersey, whose people never thought that they'd have to fight this kind of devastation and threats to their neighborhood, but are fighting it very strongly. Jim?
Thanks, Ron. Just want to say a few words about the organization, and then I'd like to get into some of the things that the organization has found out and the information we're trying to get to the people. What we heard already this morning is probably the best place to start. We heard about people within their community organizing. I think generally when that happens, when people in the community start to organize, they get people, they get some momentum going, but the first thing that they start to think about is that they're fighting this battle alone, that it's us against the world, because there's tremendous forces going in the opposite direction. And an organization that was founded just a few years back, the Grassroots Environmental Organization, was founded specifically to get people and to get groups like the Ironbound group together to share their problems and to unite, to focus on the problems and the issues in a statewide way, and to say you are not alone, that we are in this together and we are fighting this together, whatever the problems may be. And GREO, I think, has been quite successful in uniting people in New Jersey from north to south on common problems of toxic waste pollution and problems with sightings in the solid waste area as well. And one of the keys that we've been working on is information. and that is getting the information out to the people that they need to know.
It's the kind of organization that really helps community groups, and there's not too many of them in existence. The reason that we asked Lois here today to speak was, one, because she is, as far as I'm concerned, the #1 community environmental leader in the United States. And in her position at the Citizens Clearinghouse, she has been able to see devastation, environmental devastation throughout the country. She's been able to see what effect that has had on different people, especially on children, throughout the country. And she has a sense of perspective on these types of problems that nobody else has, because nobody else is in her position to be able to talk, not to politicians, not to government bureaucrats, but to ordinary people like us throughout the whole country. That perspective allows her to see the insanity of adding more pollution to this type of neighborhood. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you Lois Gibbs.
Thanks, Bob. I was one of my greatest supporters, can you tell? I apologize for being late, but I had no control. It was People's Express. And, you know, while sitting